Now, 2007 Idaho State Quarter. Circulated condition, approximately 25 cents, face value. Uncirculated, MS60, MS65 up to $1. High grade, MS68 can fetch around $25. Special quarter issued 20 years ago worth 10,000 times more thanks to extra feature. Do you have one in your pocket? The 2007 Idaho Quarter features a peregrine falcon and the state motto, Esto Perpetua. With a mintage of over 294 million, it's common in circulation, and only those in exceptional condition or with unique errors hold S. Let's kick things off with the 2007 Idaho State Quarter, which was released as part of the 50 State Quarters program. This program, as many of you know, ran from 1999 to 2008, with each quarter featuring a design that represents one of the 50 states. The Idaho State Quarter is one of the last coins in the series, released in 2007, and it's packed with history and unique details. A state quarter with a rich history. The design of the Idaho State Quarter showcases the state's rugged natural beauty. At the center of the design, we see a depiction of a scenic river and the Sawtooth Mountains in the background. The state's nickname, the Gem State, is also included, paying tribute to Idaho's wealth of natural resources, including its renowned gemstones. But this quarter wasn't just about honoring Idaho's beauty, it was also about reflecting the state's diverse mining history. Idaho played a huge role in the American mining industry, particularly during the 19th and early 20th centuries, and this quarter perfectly captures that spirit. Now, while the design might seem like a beautiful tribute to Idaho, there's a lot more going on under the surface. This coin was part of the very last wave of the State Quarters program, and by this time, the U.S. Mint had perfected the process of producing these quarters. But even with this level of precision, the 2007 Idaho State Quarter came with its own set of errors and rarities that collectors started noticing almost immediately. Here's where things start to get really interesting. What makes the 2007 Idaho State Quarter so valuable, and why are collectors so excited about it? The answer lies in some errors and rare variations that started popping up when the quarters were first minted. The missing inscriptions error. One of the key factors that contribute to the value of certain 2007 Idaho State Quarters is the missing inscription error. Some of these coins were produced without the expected E pluribus unum motto or other inscriptions that should have been present on the reverse side of the coin. This error makes these particular quarters incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Imagine finding a quarter with a historical engraving missing. It's like finding a one-of-a-kind treasure hidden in plain sight. If you come across a 2007 Idaho State Quarter with a missing inscription, you could be looking at a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. Another valuable variation of the Idaho State Quarter features die cracks that occurred during the minting process. These cracks can appear in different spots on the coin, often leading to raised lines or additional details that shouldn't be there. While die cracks aren't as dramatic as some other types of minting errors, they're still highly collectible, and a quarter with a prominent die crack could be worth a lot more than face value. Key fact: condition matters. Remember, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. While a worn or circulated coin with an error will still fetch a decent price, coins that are in mint state, especially those with rare errors like the missing inscription or die cracks, can sell for significant amounts, with some examples reaching values as high as $1,000 to $2,000. And in pristine condition, we're talking $4,000 to $5,000 or more. Next, let's talk about one of the most recent and ultra-rare state quarters, the 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware Quarter. Released in 2021, this coin is part of the American Women Quarters program, which honors notable women from U.S. history. The design features the iconic image of General George Washington crossing the Delaware River, and it marks a significant moment in American history. A design that honors history. The design of this quarter was carefully chosen to reflect the bravery and leadership of General George Washington during the American Revolutionary War. The artwork, created by artist Chris Costello, beautifully captures the dramatic moment Washington and his troops crossed the ice-filled Delaware River on Christmas night in 1776, preparing for the pivotal Battle of Trenton. This moment is considered one of the most iconic events of the war and a symbol of the perseverance and spirit of the American revolutionaries. And now, this event is forever memorialized in coin form, making it an extremely meaningful addition to the State Quarter series. But here's where the excitement truly begins. This coin has some amazing features that make it not only a piece of history but also a potentially valuable collector's item. Why the 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware Quarter is worth big money. The 2021 D Washington crossing the Delaware Quarter is not just a beautifully designed coin, it's also one that has caught the attention of collectors due to a series of errors and variations that have caused its value to shoot up. The minting error that could make you rich. Just like the 2007 P Idaho Quarter, the 2021 D Washington crossing the Delaware Quarter has its own set of minting errors that have sent collectors scrambling to find them. One of the most significant errors is the overpolished die error, which results in some of the details in the design being faint or even missing altogether. When these types of errors occur, the coins become highly sought after, especially in mint state. What's the value of the 2021 D Washington crossing the Delaware Quarter? The value of the 2021 D Washington crossing the Delaware Quarter can vary significantly depending on its condition and whether it has one of these rare errors. While an uncirculated quarter might fetch a modest price of around $1 to $5, a mint state 67 or 68 coin, especially one with a die error, could sell for as much as $2,880 or more at auction. Part 7, Conclusion and how you can find these rare quarters. So, now that you know the history, design, and errors that make the 2007 P Idaho State Quarter and 2021 D Washington crossing the Delaware Quarter so incredibly valuable, it's time to check your pocket change. You might have one of these rare coins sitting right under your nose. Circulated condition, approximately 25 cents, face value. Uncirculated, MS63, MS65 between 75 cents and $1. High grade, MS66 values range from $16.25 to $75. Exceptional grade, MS68A 2021 P version sold for $2,880 in 2022. This quarter commemorates General George Washington's historic crossing of the Delaware River during the Revolutionary War. While common in circulation, coins in mint state, especially those with high grades, are sought after by collectors. Lightbulb tips for collectors. Check for errors. Minting errors, such as doubled dies or mistrikes, can significantly increase a coin's value. Preserve condition. Handle coins carefully to maintain their grade. Use gloves and proper storage. Seek professional grading. For potentially valuable coins, consider certification from reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. Stay informed. Keep up with coin collecting forums and auction results to monitor market trends. If you have specific quarters you'd like evaluated or need assistance identifying potential errors, feel free to ask.